Got a bit of a twofer for you today. Posted 2 videos. If that's something you cool with, you're welcome. And if it's not, my bad. A lot of my videos tend to be around goals, and the reason that it's a struggle for some of us to achieve our goals is because of like haters, naysayers, doubters, and things like that. Now maybe I'm a little closed-minded to the idea of things not being able to be achieved based off, what I've heard. Like if you know that there's a wall stopping you from that goal, if you want that goal bad enough, you're gonna find a way to get over that wall via ladder. You run through that wall. If it's possible, you'll blow it up. You'll walk around the wall. It's usually people that's telling you while you're sitting there trying to figure out how to get through the wall, over the wall, around the wall, that it's not possible to get past the wall. That's fact. That's not me just making stuff up. And I'm sorry. And I've been getting a lot of emails. I've gotten like people asking and texts, but as of late, me being on YouTube like I've been getting emails about people just asking why, that is. Why are they receiving such resistance, and, why are the haters starting to emerge once they start making the changes? Now, if you're getting social media haters, meaning that I'm not on social media right now, but I used to get those, or even on YouTube, if you get somebody that doesn't have a profile photo, and if you go to their channel, because if they have a suggestion, they ain't got nothing there, don't worry about them. You don't know them. They don't know you. I think some people, while they may be intrigued, just want to see if they can say something to knock you off your square. We know that. It's nothing new. Try not to worry about that. Is it an irritant like flies? Yeah. And I think for me, I get irritated by it because I wouldn't do it. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out why somebody would say something to me that I wouldn't say to them. I gotta work on that. Why would I would never just go to somebody because I'm feeling some type of way. I just can't. That's just not something I'm not wired that way anymore. I'm not talking about those type of haters. I'm talking about the ones that, you're starting to make changes for the better, whether you're losing weight, you're getting your money right, you got that new job, you started that business, all these things that are universally known to be achievements. Why some people have a problem with it. And I got some bad news for you. Listen to me. It's because it's you. That's why, it's you. I'll elaborate. That does not mean that it's you. People just don't like you and you're around people and y'all got beef. Now that happens as well. Some of us are actively around people we know we don't get along with. And we get up every day and we just fake being who we know we just fake. We know we don't deal with these people. And as soon as something happened, we hear they did something, and I hear you did something, y'all, they talking to the next person. See? And then once they come up to you, man, what's up, man? How you been, man? I see you. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that you got good relationships with, people that you got history with. Why would they have a problem with it? And I'll tell you why. It's because it's you, and you ain't supposed to be doing the stuff that you're doing. Simple. You ain't supposed to lose the weight. You ain't supposed to put on the muscle. You ain't supposed to get your money right. You ain't supposed to stop drinking, smoking, whatever drug you're doing. You ain't supposed to go buy that house, especially in this crazy market. You ain't supposed to get a garage gym around these people. And the unfortunate reason is because, you ain't supposed to do that because they was able to revert to you as the worst one. So if you was in the group, you had a circle, you was the fattest one. So you changing not only shows that it's possible, but now they can't revert to you when they're struggling losing the weight, right? If somebody say, hey man, I'm working on this diet, but I keep falling off, but I ain't as bad as Mike though. So it hasn't gotten that bad, right? I'm trying to stop drinking and man, I ain't like Mike though. Mike peed on himself in TJ. That's a true story. I peed on myself in TJ one time when I was a young sailor. So somebody can revert to that story. You were that one. And you own that spot, not knowing that you own that spot, but other people, they were able to revert to you. It's bad news. I know. It sucks to hear. Yeah, people were able to use me as an example of, well, at least I ain't that bad. And them seeing me will sometimes help them get back in the game on their goals. At least I was helping them, right? Prime example, I got this little pull-up joint loop. I got thousands of workout videos, believe it or not, man. Thousands of pull-ups, thousands of crazy core stuff. Just, yeah, very egotistical, depending on how you look at it. But I like to look at my form. I like to look at things I used to be able to do. And then if I start getting bored and things get stale, I can go back and look at me. I think that's a good resource to have, right? Somebody was actually doing this stuff and I saw the results, but that's just me. Let me get back on topic here. Around the time, like, I remember Bar Stars, and it was these cats, I believe they was comics, I don't remember. But they used to do all these crazy pull-ups and these crazy core workouts, and some of us gravitated to that. They all looked like they was ripped up, doing this crazy stuff, and it was very impressive. So some of us started doing it, or trying. I say some because, you know, sometimes people just don't follow through on things. Me and two other cats, that was the game. I don't really talk to those cats as much, but when I was on social media, they still kind of getting after it. Shout out to them. But the other ones, man, you instantly go from people being inspired by seeing you do it to now you trying to validate. Now you showing off. You doing too much. The thing is, when I was posting these, I was in 24-hour fitness or any other random gym, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So it really wasn't nobody in there. I didn't start receiving those you showing off, you lucky type things until I started posting on social media after about a year. That first year, man, I was getting all the likes. Man, that's impressive, Mike. Considering what you were 300 pounds and now you can do all this stuff. But it was because it's me. Because some of the people that would later come in and have something to say were the people that used to revert to me back when I was fat and I couldn't do a pull-up. The only thing I was pulling up was my pants because I was wearing waist 44. So don't go exhausting your brain trying to think about old memories or just think about every step along the way where this relationship went bad to where somebody's trying to make you feel wrong for doing what you know is right. Bars. Think about it. You told everybody, maybe your circle, maybe your family, I need to stop drinking. I'm just using drinking as an example because that's something I did. Maybe stop smoking. Maybe stop drinking sodas. And somebody come up with a drink or a cigarette or a soda. And you looking at them like, yo, what you doing? And then they try to make you feel guilty. Man, just relax, man. You've been good to go, man. Have a reward. This is a good time. Y'all had a family function or y'all had a get together with friends. You wondering why they doing that. It's because they feel bad that you were able to remove yourself from that. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Next thing you know, you confused, man. What's going on, man? I told you I'm trying not to drink no more. Man, relax, man. Just have one drink. No, it was the alcohol that was killing me, though. You remember that, right? Man, this dude right here. Now they looking around for confirmation because they feel awkward that you're looking them in their eyes and you're facing them with the truth. That stuff was harmful to me. And now you trying to give me that? What type of family member or friend are you? Now, the good news is how I am. If I'm around people, if I'm like in a group setting and there's lots of people there, I'm quiet, I'm observant. My loudest is these videos. It's always been these videos, even though they're newer to YouTube or newer to get more than 10 views or whatever. I'm quiet. I'm not, even when I was in leadership, I'm not about to just go in trying to make unnecessary changes so people can respect me. No, you sit back and you observe. You get a feel. You get a vibe. Who's in there? Who's the loudest? Let me do my thing. Let me soak up as much information as possible. That's just me. But my biggest gift and my curse is, and I say it is a gift and a curse because it depends on who receives the information, I'm always going to give you the blueprint. Every time I posted a workout, even though I started receiving resistance and no likes, because I would always see somebody say, I don't know what to do when you go in the gym. I'm giving you a whole circuit. I was doing it every morning for years. Back, bis and tris, arms, legs. Hey, here's an example of what I do. I do these pull-ups. I use the ab roller. This is what I do for cardio. I eat stairs. Blueprint. So you'll have something. You ain't got to like it and you ain't got to use it, but there's an example. Every educational degree, certification, certificate, 10 degrees, 34 certifications and certificates, I would always lay out the blueprint. Here's the resource that I use. Will that piss people off? Some? Yes, because if you didn't join the military, you won't have access to that, but the recruiter's office is open. Even in here, I buy this, must be nice, you lucky. Nobody said I was lucky when I sold the crib and I bought the crib and then the buyers fell out of escrow. This almost didn't happen. And I posted that, man, and I remember seeing some laughing emojis. Now some of the same people that was laughing, now I'm lucky. I'm lucky for what? For finding a buyer that was able to be qualified for me to stay in escrow? It's because it's you. It's because it's me. I figured that out years ago. I'm not hating on nobody's bag. Don't take this as such. But you got people out here that will show you just a glimpse of a goal, whether it's a physique, whether it's some entrepreneurship endeavor or whatever, and then they're not going to give you no more information, no blueprint. They close it off. They're going to sell it to you. I don't even do that. Even with all the hate, all the naysaying, and all the doubt, I'm still going to give you the blueprint because I'm selfish, because I want people to succeed. I don't want people to just be out here talking about nonsense and thinking things ain't possible and this celebrity and I don't care about none of that, man. That's why my group of friends is real close knit. It's real small. I like to be able to talk to people about endeavors, bounce off ideas. I don't care about what this celebrity's doing, how much this athlete is making, or none of that. And I realize that because it's me. It's you. If you're changing, it's because it's you. Own that. You're not a bad person because you want to do better in life. It's just the people that you was around. And unfortunately, you knew. You spotted it because you saw them doing it to other people. Some of y'all just didn't realize y'all was the worst one in your circle. Or you was the one that was taking it to the limits with how you drink or smoke or eat in your family. And you didn't know people was reverting to you as that bad one when they were struggling to stay on track. You didn't know. Now you do. Keep going. People used to tell me, man, these exact words. You think that because insert whatever I was doing. So if it's waking up early, doing cardio, not drinking, man, you think because you don't drink no more of that blah, blah, blah. No, I don't. You think because you wake up early and everybody don't do that nah. See, that's where you messing up, McFly. You worrying about what you thinking I'm thinking when you need to be thinking what you need to be thinking. And you should be thinking what you need to do in order to achieve the goal. I'm just laying an example out here. Because some of us act like we don't know what's going on, and some of us choose not to pay attention to stuff. If a celebrity told you to get up and run them stairs, some of y'all be on them things. As soon as a celebrity say something, man, like Cameron had me wearing all type of pink back in the day. 50 Cent had us wearing them daggone G-Unit wife beaters that looked like bras. And we was out there wearing them things in the club, man. Because it was a more notable person. But when you got a regular person up the street that was able to turn life around, if you don't want to turn, then you're going to have a problem with receiving that information. And if that person was somebody you knew that you can look at when things got tough for you, and you can be like, man, I was not that bad, it's definitely going to make you upset when they start making the change for the better. So I said earlier, I apologize for the extra dosage of Mike shirtless rants. But I just had a message and I just wanted to share. Yeah, if somebody got a problem with you changing for the better, I'm not talking about you out here stealing people's identities and all this other stuff. It's because it's you. that don't mean you a bad person. I know I'm saying it like that. It's just you. No, it is. It's you. You're not supposed to be doing what somebody had you slotted as doing. You need to get back in your rightful place.